Dad, what were your takeaways from the 49ers' fifth consecutive loss to Patrick Mahomes?
Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we take turns giving a takeaway, all right? Um, my takeaway is that the 49ers, as they currently stand, it could change. Cannot beat a good team.
No,
Can't beat a good team.
no. The Chiefs, the Chiefs they have a good defense. Their offense was less talented than the 49ers, but they were they were well coached, and the Niners are not well coached. That's one of my takeaways. They can't beat a good team because they're not well coached. They're talented, but their special teams isn't well coached. Their defense isn't well coached. They give up 28 points to an offense that's been struggling to score. And their offense isn't particularly well coached. The whole team.
I would agree, and I would say what I find interesting is I think the Niners, even as depleted as they were on Sunday, had more talent than the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
But more talent doesn't make you a better team. The Chiefs are a better team.
Right.
It's culture. It's certainly the head coach. It's how people buy into the program. It's everybody pulling in the same direction. The Niners are more talented. The Niners are more talented than anyone. Iggy, they're more talented than anyone, even now. But they're not the best team.
They're favored to win every week by the odds makers because they're the more talented team. They're favored by 4.5 points this week against the Cowboys, and yet the Niners are 3-4. That's not a reflection of the roster. That's a reflection of them getting out-coached. They've lost to Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, Jonathan Gannon, and Andy Reid, 4 good coaches.
Yeah, so I guess another takeaway from the game is Andy Reid, God love him, is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan. And that sounds like a truism. But I want to just expand a little bit on that. He's a way better coach. He's not just like an inch ahead. In a 100-meter dash, he's 15 meters ahead of Kyle Shanahan. And again, they were both tasked with the same problem. We have significant receivers out. We have to bring in the second line guys. Andy Reid did it, and he opened them up. Kyle Shanahan did it, and he didn't open them up. Now, he had some passes dropped. Still, the other guy out-coached him. And Iggy, the defensive coordinator on the Chiefs, I can never really pronounce his name.
Steve Spagnuolo.
Well. Yeah, probably really in Italy, it's Spagnuolo. It's a beautiful name, Spagnuolo. God, is he good, Iggy? He is. Yeah. He may be the best D coordinator in the whole league. The guy is so good.
Mm-hmm. He is excellent.
And what the Niners have is not at that level. So you're right. The defense and the offense were not coached at the same level.
Or the special teams. I mean, if the Niners are ever going to win a Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan as their head coach, and I have my doubts, it's not going to be in a game against the Chiefs ever.
No, Andy Reid lives in his head, lives in Kyle Shanahan's head. Kyle Shanahan is freaked by him.
Yeah.
And other takeaways from the game, Brock Purdy, who we will talk about later, is a very good quarterback, although probably not lately. Patrick Mahomes, his numbers are no big deal this year. Again, the Chiefs have a better quarterback, and not by an inch, by 15 meters in a 100-meter dash. The thing is, I don't care ever what Mahomes' stats are. When it comes to him, you don't care about stats. It's like if you were talking about Shakespeare and someone said, well, Shakespeare doesn't meet these 5 criteria to be a great playwright. Throw out your criteria. Shakespeare's the best writer who ever lived. Mahomes may be the best quarterback who ever lived. I don't care about his stats. I'll take him. I'll take him over every quarterback who has better stats today. And Purdy is not at that level.
No, absolutely not. Also, to me, the Niners look like an old team. They're getting worse every time they face the Chiefs. Every time they face the Chiefs, they lose by a little bit more. This game wasn't close. They're getting hurt left and right. The Chiefs are one of the youngest teams in the league, so they're rebuilding on offense. They have that rookie wide receiver who doesn't look that good. They're figuring it out on offense, but the Niners are just It's the same team they've had for years, and they're getting worse.
They look old to me. They look tired,
Yep.
and they look uncommitted.
Hmm. I
Uncommitted,
agree.
especially as the game goes on. They seem to lose heart.
Hmm.
Um,
They go
it's
from stopping Kareem Hunt to not stopping Kareem Hunt
yeah,
or James
right?
Conner
Yeah, or James Conner.
or Kyron
Um,
Williams. Yeah.
yeah, they seem to lack commitment when you most need commitment. And again, this is not just a matter of stats. This is just looking at them.
Yeah.
The other thing, Iggy, I would say I'm not going to talk about their defense. I'm not as good on defense, but their offense seems old, and I'm talking about the plan, not the players. Outdated and slow. I was watching the game last night between the Ravens and Tampa. Those were two very interesting offenses, and
Yeah.
they did a lot of things, jet sweeps, a lot of screen passes that are so much fun to develop and watch develop. Kyle doesn't seem to his offense actually seems fairly predictable, and I've seen it year after year after year, the same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are a lot of takeaways from this loss to the Chiefs. It doesn't make you feel like they're necessarily going to win the Super Bowl this year.